How's it going, everybody? Shinola here. Just doing a little video while I clean the girls from going to the range this last week. The reason I want to talk just a little bit while I clean, I was watching a couple videos from a couple guys that I follow that I'm friendly with. I don't really, not too many guys on YouTube I would call a friend. Acquaintances, yes. I've only met a few of you in person and would call, a friend. I don't have many people I call friend in life just because that means I can borrow your power tools and never return them, but borrow you and your truck to help them move. No, but yeah, I've got a few friends on YouTube that are, are friends, close friends, SoCal Preppers and, Low Buck and a couple others. I don't want to get into a big, here's who I like and why, but, I was on Blog TV the other night, and was that last night? I don't know. I get confused sometimes on the day. All depends on how hard I hit my head that day. But, an acquaintance, a friend came on, and he talked about how he was gonna shut his channel down. And a lot of you know him, ECP, East Coast Prepper, and he's burnt out and needs a break, and a lot of us were telling him, you don't let the trolls get to you, don't let the people who want to bash your channel and what you're saying, don't let them get to you. And I understand what he's saying about he's burnt out and he's tired of the trolls and all the negativity, and it's understandable. I've seen a lot of it, and a lot of it has to do with he's running the Storm Relief 2011.org, and he's really picked up a lot of negative comments from people on there, people who don't agree with using YouTube as a way to raise money for causes. And to those people, I just have to say, why? What is it about people using everything available to them that doesn't cost them anything except their time to be able to do things for a good cause? East Coast Prepper, when he started off with the Storm Relief, there was some friction in the beginning with some of the guys who were involved with it in the beginning. They had their feelings hurt as well with some things. I don't know the whole backstory because I wasn't in charge of running it at the time, but I understand that some people take offense to guys trying to use it to raise money for a good cause. And it just floors me. It's like, well, what do you want them to do? Spend their money going out, but taking out advertisements and, doing mailers and everything else, trying to raise money. It's kind of what YouTube is designed for. It's for people to reach out to hundreds, if not thousands, of other people, even millions, and let their voice be heard. And if that happens to be a message of hope for some people, where they can hopefully, by getting the word out, give a way for some people to connect. Now, I live out here on the West Coast, Southern California, just a couple miles from the ocean. I'm about as far as you can be from the people who were affected by the hurricane that went through. There is not a lot that I can do to volunteer to help out. I can't quit working, hop on a plane with a bunch of gear and head out there and do work for a month or two trying to help people. And which I would if I could, but that's not a realistic option. I have a family and a home, and I have to keep working to be able to keep food on the table and meet the mortgage every month. But you have people back there who are willing to give their time, their efforts, their talents to go out there and help others. And I applaud them for that, and for the fact that You know, I've seen what they did after the tornadoes went through the South earlier in the year. What they were able to do with storm relief, the truckloads of goods that they were able to take down to those people, to give out to people that were in need. You know, just Americans helping Americans. You know, you might want to give, some people say, well, just give to the Red Cross or give to United Way, and I'm not against that. I've given to those organizations, you know, give blood to the Red Cross every 2 months without fail. And, you know, there's donate in any way you can, you know. Tithe to your church. You know, I tithe 10% of my pay to a church. And, you know, and I know that they're doing what they can to help people out around the world and in this country. But the fact that people have come down so hard and so negative on these guys for doing what they're doing to help people, it just drives me crazy. It's not any different than the trolls that are out there that like to go onto people's sites and just ridicule them and make fun of them, say negative things, tell them they don't know what they're doing or talking about. It's like, you know what? YouTube's a big community, and there's a lot of information out there, a lot of videos, a lot of people saying things. As I say in my videos, leave a comment, or if you disagree or have a different way of doing something, send me a video response. Do a video response that I can attach to my video, and I'll attach it right there as a response so that the information can get out there. If you have better information or a different way of doing it or different opinion, put it out there. It's just like a comment, except in video, and a lot of people will rather watch a video than listen or read a bunch of comments. You know, that's the ballsy thing to do. That's the gutsy thing to do, and the right thing to do. Don't just sit there and thumbs down and leave a short, you know, you're an idiot, you don't know what you're talking about, and that's it, without any explanation. Share what you know. If you know something, you think you know it better, you think you have a better way of doing it, you know, share with the rest of us. That's how we learn. And that's what we're trying to do here, is share information and help each other. And it just, for people like East Coast Prepper, US Freedom 22, Minbound, and others, Lowbuck, who go out there and try to help out and do what they can and put the videos together. You know, Ray put all those websites together to try to help, you know, draw as many people as possible. And I think it's amazing that they're willing to give up their time that way and their own expense to make this work. And people to go out there and ridicule them and say negative things and thumbs down and unsubscribe, I don't understand. You know, I subscribe to a lot of channels because I'm either supporting them for what they're saying, I've agreed with them on things to the point where I think that they're worthy of, you know, keeping track of. But, you know, do you think that for an instant that, say, out of the 200 channels I subscribe to, that there isn't a chance that people are putting out videos and saying things that I don't agree with? Of course there is. You know, I see things all the time that people say or do, and I'm just like, yeah, you know, I do it different. I don't quite agree with what they're saying, but I'm not about to sit there and, you know, give them a thumbs down and put some negative comment out there or unsubscribe to them. I just move on. You know, there's a lot of good videos out there, a lot of good information. Some of you think you're a traffic cop, you know, where you can control what people say and what information's out there, and you can, you know, stop all the people that are doing things the way you wouldn't do them. It's not your job. You know, make a response. See if you can have it attached as a video response. I know not everybody's receptive to that idea, but you know, you don't know until you try. And you know, I've had people, you know, I've put out some videos in the past that were a bit controversial in their nature and got a lot of a lot of heat from them. But the people I respect out there who saw what I was saying, didn't agree with it, but instead of blasting me right there, you know, in such a small way, you know, they were man enough, they sent me a PM and we discussed it and talked about it back and forth. and we're able to discuss the reasoning. And you know, I understand what they're saying. They understood what I was saying and why. Whether we agreed or not, or continue to have a disagreement, it's just that. It's just a disagreement. We disagree on a certain fact. But I respect them even more for the way they handled it. You know, it's not about, you know, ripping into people and making them look ridiculous and making fun of them. Help each other. You know, that's what it's about. You know, if you think someone's really got it wrong, send them a PM. Hopefully they're receptive to it. If they're not, hey, you know what? Unsub them if you don't like it. If you don't like what they have to say, you don't agree with how they respond, hit that unsub button. Rub it, spank it, whatever you got to do to it. Just, you know, hit them up. Just say, you know what? Obviously, you're saying things, if you don't agree that much with the guy, if it's just one subject, you know, if you can't live with the fact that they disagree with you on one subject, one way of doing something, you know, think about maybe you need to learn some acceptance in your life, some forgiveness, and move on. If a lot of what they're saying angers you and upsets you, you know, I've got people who thumbs down every single one of my videos. I've got someone out there that does that. And that's cool, you know. If you want to remain anonymous, if you don't want to go on record, I know it's you, Minbound, right? But, you know, I have someone that does that. It's probably Yankee Prepper. You know, I give that guy all my support, and he's probably out there thumbing down all my videos just for fun. But, I don't know. You don't know what drives some people, and why they feel the need to have to bully, you know, make people look bad, call them out. You know, it's one thing if someone's out there just constantly just spewing lies, and then you got you know, someone's got to be the trash man, right, Corey? You know, if someone's going to be out there continually just putting out lie after lie after lie, then sometimes there needs to be the call out. They need to be called on it. They need to be put out there for everyone to see that where they're lying, and come with some proof and some evidence. You know, Corey did a great job with that SGD Bull guy, and that's important as well, because it's one thing if you disagree, but if you're going to disagree, you know, do it in a way that's, you know, not so retarded that you're just sitting there calling someone names and calling them a dumbass or something on camera, you know, or in a comment, you know, or just giving them a thumbs down anonymously. You know, if you think someone's really, really doing a bad job and putting out some false, literally false information, come with some proof, do a video of your own, and just, you know, try to talk to them first. And if they blow you off and tell you to, you know, I've been told to F off a couple times, you know what? Either ignore them, or if you think that they're putting out information that's harmful to people, or that they're just flat out fraudulent, then yeah, do the video and expose them. Show where they're wrong, show how they're wrong, come with your facts. That's the only way you're going to win people over, you know. You just come out and you blast people and you don't tell them, you don't have any proof to back up what you're saying, well, then you're not any better than they are. Because if you're going to accuse somebody of being a fraud or being ignorant or anything like that, it helps if you have some proof, something to share, outlining why you feel that way, not just your opinion. Even if it's years of experience, well, if you have that years of experience, you ought to be able to find the evidence and the proof to back it up, not just, well, I've got years of experience. Well, then you know the codes, you know the regs, you know the proper methods, and where those things are documented and where they can be found. But when people are just trying to do humanitarian things and just trying to help each other out, you know what? If you don't like to help people out, if you don't like to do what you can to help people in any way, then just ignore it. Move on. You know, he puts it pretty clear in his title what the video is about. If you don't want to watch the video about storm relief, don't watch the video. Move on, you know. It was kind of shocking, you know, U.S. Freedom was talking about how, you know, of all, he has, you know, 5,000 subs, and of that he only had, you know, I think less than 2,000 views on his storm relief video, or on his, you know, subscriber video, which I'm a little shocked it was only 2,000. I would have thought it would have been a little higher, but I realize I've got a bunch of subs who subbed me some time ago. Yeah, they still check in every now and again, but they don't catch all my videos. I don't expect everyone to watch every single one of my videos. You know, I'm going to admit it right now. I can't watch every video of everyone I sub. You know, I try. But I don't have the time. I don't expect that everyone out there has the time. You know, I understand that, you know, people are looking for certain content, and they're going to look at the title of a video, and you know, they're going to watch that video based on the title if they don't have the time to go through and listen to what you're saying. I have a completely different audience for some of my shooting vids than I do from, say, the people who watch my Thoughts for the Weekend videos. Completely different audience watches the Thoughts for the Weekend than watches the guns, the shooting, the prepping, the bread making, you know. So everyone has that, you know, unless you're doing specifically only one type of video, then yeah, you're probably only going to you'll have all those people watching. But if you're like me, where you cover different areas, you know, politics and prepping and, you know, the economy, society, things like that, I mean, you're going to get different viewers for different videos. And I expect that. I don't expect, you know, it's like, well, I have all these subs, you know, why don't I get that many views on my videos? I mean, it's, realistically speaking, you know, you can't. But, you know, when someone's doing a 5,000 sub giveaway contest, I'd expect there to probably be, you know, 5, 6, 7,000 views on that. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that all they want to do is video responses to contests, try to win something. I understand that, you know, it happens out there. Some people, that's all they want to do is participate in contests, that's fine. I participate in very few contests, mainly because I don't have the time necessarily to do. Misty Shooter, I owe you a video. You know, I'm going to get to it. Sorry, Min, but Misty's nicer than you. But no, it's just, hers is an easy one. I just got to go on camera and say, you know, what I need to say for the video. It's, you know, I think it's an intriguing idea. You know, some videos you have to go out and do something, and sometimes you just don't have the time to pull it off. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a ramble, just kind of a little bit of disgust, I guess, out there in the fact that some people just, the way they treat others online, because they feel they're anonymous, they feel that they're safe sitting back in their mom's basement. Or, I don't know, it could be their dad's basement. You know, I don't want to stereotype people, I guess. But, you know, they don't have the guts to go on camera and discuss the reasons why they may disagree with somebody or something that's being said. They'd rather just sit back and snipe. You know, it's just, people are cowardice, I guess, sometimes. So, anyway. ECP, you know, I understand why you're saying you want to maybe shut down your channel and you're worn out and you're tired, but you know, just take a break. It does good to get away from things sometimes, not necessarily just to quit, not just to give up. You know, if you've been doing it a long time, and you know, I understand people get to you and things they say. And that's your decision. You're within your right to make your decision. Maybe just start off with taking a break. And people will forget about it. I don't know. Or just keep doing it, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of negative people out there when it comes to things like storm relief and helping out people. You know, some people just are not generous. They don't like to help. And maybe maybe there's a little bit of guilt there. That's why they feel the need to be so negative about it, is because they feel some guilt about the fact that they're not doing anything to help out. You know, that could be some of the reason. Kershaw clash. But don't let it get you down, brother. U.S. Freedom, I understand. You know, I can't believe that you didn't have more people respond to the contest. To the 78 others that did something and helped out. Congratulations, you know. Thanks for helping out. Thanks for doing something for your fellow Americans. You know, to raise the money that we did so they can go out and buy the supplies and ship them to where they need to be shipped. You know, bravo. I respect you guys for being able to do something. You live that close. You know, I'm glad you can do it. You know, there's a lot of people that live closer that don't even lift a finger. So, for you guys to do what you're doing from the distance you are, you know, it's amazing. The Lord works in many great ways through many people. The adversary does the same. That's apparent. So, anyway, I don't want to ramble on too long here and bore you guys, so cheers, Coke Man, you know. Y'all have a good day. SOS out.